Ripped from the headlines onto your screen, here are a few of today's hot topics.
To Indiana, the power of President Trump's endorsement on full display in primary races last night. 5 incumbent state senators who opposed the president's redistricting plan for the state all lost their races to challengers backed by President Trump. Joining me now to react to these results, independent journalist Evita Duffy Alfonso. Evita, these Republicans who shot down President Trump's redistricting efforts got annihilated. One margin of victory, Evita, was 51%, another 30%. What does that tell you?
Well, it's amazing to see because right now, I think if you're anywhere on the internet, you're observing people saying that President Trump is cratering with his base, that he doesn't have as much support. They're blackpilling on MAGA. And as it would turn out, the Trump base is actually very strong. What happened last night is Trump primaried those senators. It wasn't necessarily those candidates. It's President Trump himself who said, I'm going to go after you. If you are not a winner, if you're not somebody who actually cares about the GOP and the future of our country, you do not have a right to that seat.
Sunshine State Governor DeSantis signing new controversial maps into law today.
Lawmakers in Tallahassee greenlit the Republican-friendly lines last week, and minutes after it became law of the land, opponents are already taking legal action. Local 10's Elsa Bovic is live with all the details. Nella.
Just after the governor made the announcement, roughly after noontime today, a lawsuit was filed only 2 hours later, and he made that announcement on social media. Let's get you to that. It was a post on X, and it was simply put, signed, sealed, and delivered, along with an image of the new redrawn map expected to give Republicans better odds to win around 4 more seats in the House come November. The new map reshapes 2 South Florida districts currently held by Democrats Debbie Wasserman Schultz and Jared Moskowitz.
Tonight, new insight into the man accused of sparking last year's deadly Palisades fire. In Inferno that reduced neighborhoods to ash and left 12 dead. Court documents revealing the accused arsonist, 30-year-old Jonathan Rinderknecht, was fixated on Luigi Mangione, the man charged with the high-profile murder of a healthcare CEO in 2024. According to federal filings, Rinderknecht's search history included Free Luigi Mangione and Let's Kill All the Billionaires. Prosecutors say the suspect, an Uber driver, was upset over a failed relationship on New Year's Eve when he ignited the fire. Passengers from that night described him driving erratically, ranting about Mangione, later telling investigators, the violence, that's what happened with that CEO recently, that's what happens when people get desperate. Rinderknecht's attorney maintaining his client is innocent, telling the Associated Press the alleged motive is a misguided theory.
Commenters online, both within Texas and beyond, are outraged after it was announced that a taxpayer-funded Waterpark in the Dallas-Fort Worth area was rented out to hold a Muslims-only event, which will feature halal food, modest clothing requirements, and a private prayer area. What are critics saying on social media about Epic Waters and the June 1st event to celebrate Eid? Here's what you need to know. The top-ranked Epic Waters indoor water park in Grand Prairie, Texas is facing a firestorm of criticism after a flyer linked to the Water World suggested it was holding a Muslim-only event, which features strict religious clothing requirements and recommendations for patrons to practice haya, or modesty, by, quote, maintaining personal space and lowering the gaze around members of the opposite sex.
Thank you for watching today's Hot Topics. Remember to like and subscribe. See you next time.